But for an 18 Balvenie,
Yeah.
in general, 220 is not that bad.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Here you go, sir.
Good evening, y'all. Here we are for round 2 on our first evening in Sea Watch
Can you
at
read
the
that?
Island Club. Island Club of Hilton Head. Let me turn the camera here just to make sure I get both you guys here.
All right.
Now what we are expecting to enjoy is another Speyside single malt whiskey, no E. This is from Aberlour. Our apologies to Lady Aberlour for not having you here to, share it all with us.
She might be wearing a crown, but...
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
so this is another whiskey that is available through duty-free shops.
Yeah, don't shoot this.
Now this is, I can already tell you right now, this has got a darker, richer color than the last one is.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it's double charred.
okay, double charred, yeah. Abuna.
Abunda. Yeah.
Okay,
Abunda.
that's the one that's really high proof.
It is high proof.
That is so smooth and easy to drink that it was the first time in a very, very long time that I saw my wife intoxicated. I mean, it was a long time since it.
Yeah, alcohol.
So-
Oh my gosh.
Still-
All right, so as Bill said, this is also a light ABV, 43, 86. So
I'm liking the 43.
this is a double charred
43 is good enough.
selection. So it says Aberlour 16-year-old double charred selection. Double cask matured for a minimum of 16 years. This well-balanced single malt perfectly combines a rich and sweet character with layered notes of honeycomb and vanilla imparted by the American oak casks. A rewardingly complex whiskey with a sweet and spicy finish.
That's curious the way that was described because
And on the front of the bottle it says selectively finished in extra charred American oak cask.
Yeah.
And this, by the way, purchased duty-free Cancun airport.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
it's funny. If you would read the description again, I'm gonna try to see if I can. In the AI generated tasting notes, nose, palate, finish.
Okay.
I'm looking for what you said.
Single malt perfectly combines a rich and sweet character with layered notes of honeycomb and vanilla imparted by the American oak casks. A rewardingly complex whiskey with sweet and spicy finish.
What matches the AI generated stuff here is vanilla, sweet, spiciness. Okay, because it describes it here as rich and inviting, featuring notes of green apple, butterscotch, orange oil, and a hint of spice.
I get the butterscotch. On
I get the
those.
butterscotch, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get
I don't
green
get-
apple.
I don't get the apple, but there is a,
Hint of spice.
I think it's like a nutmeg, allspice kind of thing.
Additional scents include juicy apricot, cocoa powder, and vanilla. There's the vanilla.
Yeah.
And a warming, woody spiciness reminiscent of cinnamon and gingerbread.
So I can get the apricot. Matter of fact, the apricot is like with the vanilla.
I forgot to remember to open my mouth. Slancha.
All right.
Slancha va.
It's a fruit forward taste to me, and then the spice comes in afterwards.
For me, the taste starts front of the tongue, front of the mouth, and then just creeps to the back nicely. According to the AI, because everything's AI now, right? The taste is luscious and sweet with a definitive spiciness. Roger that. Flavors of freshly sawn oak,
Okay, I get praline. That's the
cinnamon,
top of my
clove, caramel, and tangy orange zest.
clove.
Hints of soft baked apple, got that. Butterscotch sauce and dried fruits like raspberry or red apple. Finish is long and warming with oak characteristics taking hold. It is a nice long finish. Sweet and fruity elements gradually fade, leaving a sugary tropical juiciness complemented by notes of gingerbread, cinnamon, clove. Back to that.
Did you get raspberry? Was raspberry in there? Did you say what was in there?
On the palate, yeah.
Yeah, I do get that on the front. That's where I get the fruits from.
It's amazing. Just like the last one. After the first taste, the nose changes.
Yeah.
I think I tend to notice that much more in Scotch than I do in bourbons or rye or other distilled spirits.
So they have a regular.
Great color. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
You gotta taste this.
It's gonna-
You want me to taste this?
I want you to taste
It's gonna
that.
taste like whiskey.
It's gonna taste. It may be wasted, but I love
No,
him anyway.
yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
So the
Never wasted.
there's a regular 16-year-old of this
Mhm.
that this is so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, but this price comparison wise, the regular 16
Is
it's probably a third of the price.
whiskey?
Whiskey.
All right. All right.
It's whiskey. It's a really rich whiskey color too.
Definitely whiskey.
Definitely whiskey. Okay.
Yeah.
All
One
right.
thing about this, I was thinking about the double charring. Okay, in ex bourbon barrels, that once it's already been, let's say a number 4 char, which is a pretty hard char.
Right, because
And then it's been-
3 is the average, right?
Yeah. After that, you start getting into this double char stuff. I think, speculating here, that's what they call the alligator char, where it's already been, utilized for an aging process, and you're going to get more charcoal wood, but you're also going to be reaching deep. The second heating is going to be reaching down and kind of.
Is that where you get the caramel then?
Well,
I would
it says the double char. It did say this on here that the double char pulls forward an even stronger vanilla
Yeah.
to it, right? Which I thought was
But
interesting.
so
Extra
I
char.
don't get an overbearing vanilla. I get more of a caramel.
It says vanilla and sweetness, so
Yeah.
that's pretty broad.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be any sweetness to your point, whether it's
So I'm not a fan of vanilla.
In whiskey?
In whiskey, I really am not.
I like it in snow cream. That's it.
So I like a subtle vanilla.
Okay.
I think this is really subtle.
I think it is subtle too.
Yeah, I get the cinnamon, the nutmeg, I like this. Matter of fact, I think this is a lot like the Madeira cask.
I think it's more complex than the Madeira cask.
I do too. It's,
Well,
for me, it's smoother.
No, I'll say it's more complex, but I'm saying I think they have a similar ending finish.
Oh, okay. All right. That's another beautiful thing about whiskey.
Yeah.
Depending upon, what you've done to destroy your taste buds over time, in one regard, but everyone is going to taste, ought to expect that people are going to taste whiskeys differently.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that it's,
Sure.
So
even
chew it.
you taste water differently sometimes.
Chew it to get it all over your,
Oh yeah.
all over your,
yeah.
all over your
Yeah,
tongue.
I did that with the Madeira. I gotta do that testing.
That was the first thing I did.
So
If you let it get back there deep, you kind of get that chipmunk.
yeah. So
Squeeze.
so it's interesting. These so the Madeira cask that we did on the Balvenie and this they're the same proof, but I get more of a bite on this one.
If you chew it, you get more of a bite.
Yeah,
I felt that just now. When
I think if
did
you
the chew.
just lay it on your tongue and
Yeah.
kind of like let it float back
Yeah.
there.
But I do get it when let it meander a little bit.
So again,
Try it with some water. One drop,
one ping only for silly.
one ping,
Oh, come on.
one ping. John, this is very scientific.
A drop.
A drop.
Okay.
We don't do this in wine. Not a glass.
See if I can tell the difference.
Well, because one thing it does, obviously, if you add more drops, it's going to have a bigger effect. It reduces the ABV. Okay, one drop, maybe a half a percentage point, maybe on this volume.
I get more orange.
But it does tend to open it up a little bit.
It works more on the older scotches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, from opening up some of the flavors that.
Yeah, if you do a Glenfiddich 12, which,
Yeah.
it's not going to have that much
Yeah.
impact. Yeah.
That's right.
So I get a lot of apricot and orange on the nose. The more predominant than before. It might be because I've been tasting it now.
I think this was a good batting order to do them in. Because to me, this is a richer taste.
And again, I prefer it without the drop of water.
I think it's softer on the tongue than the Madeira. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that might have been
Yeah,
what
So
you were
you notice
saying.
that there's a significant difference after one drop of water.
Yeah, the one drop of water will kill the part of the alcohol bite.
Yeah.
Right.
And so what happens then is you get more of a flavor coming through. So depending on what your palate is, there is some mix of the bite of the alcohol and the flavor that you like.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think
Okay.
this water smooths that out too much.
Too much,
Where you
yeah.
don't get that.
But one or
Flavor.
two drops is all. That's why I don't do an ice cube
No.
because an ice cube just kills
Well,
kills it right
does,
off the spot.
it does two things. It adds more water, and it also brings the temperature down. And you really want the temperature to be close to room temperature,
Yeah.
so that it really has an opportunity to.
Now, if you're doing a
present
mixed
itself well.
drink, throw an ice cube in there.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're doing it neat, you really lose a lot of the flavor. Now I do have some whiskeys. I have like a 27-year-old Redbreast that it is really a great whiskey, but you have to put a couple of drops of water in it because the ABV is so high. It just
Turns your nose hair.
Yeah. You can't enjoy the flavor, and it does then bring the alcohol out of it because it's such a high alcohol content that now you still get an alcohol bite, but now you get some flavor that is more enjoyable. That now you can, because it's a 27-year-old, it's got a more mellow flavor, but the high alcohol content distracts for me.
I can sort of
distracts,
understand
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of whiskeys out there, both with and without an E, that when you start looking, typically you're going to find them more in bourbons and rye, cask strength. Okay,
Right.
That's not really a thing that's done very often in scotches.
And it varies with success. Some cask strengths you just love it the way it is.
Yeah.
Some of them you're like, wow, that's just way too much.
Like the Alberta Premium Rye. Okay, cask strength, it's amazing. You don't really get a burn on the nose or on the back of your throat from the alcohol. It's got a great flavor, but it's cask strength. It's 130. It's, I mean,
And
every bit of alcohol that you could squeeze out of the thing and still be able to put it in a bottle without the thing melting is.
But you don't get all that?
No.
Wow.
No, that's another one that Maury had. It was like, okay, this may be my death knell here.
That's interesting. I was just looking up the one that we'll try another night. The Glendronach that I brought.
Okay.
It's a 50.8 ABV.
Okay,
I
just
wasn't-
over.
I was not expecting that from
Okay.
aged
No, I was expecting to be
M&S.
more like around 43 or 42.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right. So, hey,
Yeah.
y'all, look forward to some more tastings over the coming week.
Yep.
We have Advent starts tomorrow, so we'll start off with whatever the Flaviar Advent calendar has to offer us, and then we'll move on to something else. I brought a couple of things from the Atlanta Spirit Works, the Soloist and the Unison, because when Richard and I were down here a few years ago, we went over to Johnny Gannam's, which we will pay a visit to this trip.
Now, what is Johnny Gannon?
It's a liquor store.
Oh,
package
the liquor.
store.
Okay.
Over by Savannah.
Over
Oh,
on Habersham in
okay,
Savannah.
okay,
Great
okay.
place. If you're in Savannah, go to Habersham, go to Johnny Gannam's. Ask for Tad, he'll hook you up. But other than that, definitely a buy category. So you got to get at least premium economy flight somewhere. Don't fly steerage. I'm not doing that anymore. Particularly after the last trip we took where we were in business and we had the little pod to ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So anyway,
Yeah.
thanks y'all again. I don't have any merchandise. I don't do anything other than just like to enjoy whiskey with my friends. And we now have a legitimate, unbiased studio audience.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, with the camera, but
Wait.
there he is. All right. Thanks y'all. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Aloha.
Aloha.